Hi, hello everyone. So, welcome back to the next session on differentiation. Dear friends, today we are going to discuss the most special concept of differentiation, that is called chain rule. Let's not waste our time. We'll directly get on to the concept. So, I'm going to explain the concept to you with an example. Okay, let's start. Now, consider this question, friends. So, the question is differentiate sine e power x with respect to x. Okay, a very peculiar question here. This type of questions you will see very normally in your future classes. So, I have a function y is equal to sine of e power x. Remember, it is sine e power x or sine of e power x. Now, if you had the function y is equal to sine x plus e power x or sine x minus e power x, you could use sum or difference rule to differentiate this function, right? Or if you are given with sine x into e power x, that would be the product of two functions, then you could use the product rule to find the derivative of this function. Okay. Now the other way is, if we had given sin x by e power x or e power x by sin x, then you could have used the quotient rule to differentiate this function. But here the problem is, now this is of the form a function inside a function. Instead of writing sin x, it is sine of e power x. Sometimes we say in a movies we come across a story inside a story. This is somewhat like this. So you will have a function inside a function. It may not be just in two steps. Sometimes you will have a function inside a function and again another function inside it. So in that case, we use the concept called chain rule to find the derivative of this function. Okay. Now what we do here generally is, this is the procedure of finding it. We are going to use, I will put e power x is equal to u. Okay. Let me consider this. Now therefore, if you differentiate du with respect to x, so then that will be e power x. So differentiation of e power x is e power x, we know that. But here what happens, I have y is equal to sine u. Okay, I have y is equal to not sine e power x, I have replaced e power x as u. It is sine u. Don't write son and write sonu. Don't say that. Okay, it is sine u. Now I want to find out dy by dx. So we know the differentiation of this function is, we know the derivative of sine is nothing but cos u, isn't it? But the question here is, now if it was x, then I could have easily left it here. Now because u is again a function of another x, I have to find out, I have to differentiate this u with respect to x. Sorry. So differentiate the given function with respect to another unknown variable. Okay. And you have to differentiate that again. Okay. So this is nothing but cos u into, you take what is du by dx. So this is nothing but e power x. So whenever I have a function inside a function, the regular procedure is, first consider the inside function as some other variable, maybe u or v or t, whatever it is. Then you differentiate that function with respect to x, keep aside. Okay, now use the the regular question with u. Okay, so replace the variable which you have considered. So I have taken y is equal to sine u. Now differentiation dy by dx is nothing but derivative of sine is cos, but because it is, if it is any other variable, then that variable should be differentiated with respect to x. Okay, since we have already found out that, we take cos u into e power x. So this is the concept of differentiation of chain rule. Before I am going to generalize the concept of chain rule, let's consider one more example, friends. So the question is, differentiate sine of log of x square plus 2 with respect to x. Now see the complicated part here. I have one function outside, again another function, again another function. It is just like I have to enter into my home. It's like first I have to open my door, that is the gate door. First the gate has to be opened, then the main door of the house has to be opened, then my personal room door has to be opened. Only then I can get into my room and take whatever is kept there. So this is just in that way. So now there were in the previous class, previous problem, we had just two functions, a function inside a function. Here I have function inside a function which is inside another function. Okay, so in this case actually we will keep on substituting in two different ways. You have to substitute in two different ways. So let me put first, I will put x square. Always you will start substituting from the inside. Okay, so put x square plus 2 is equal to t. Okay, now this is a function in terms of x. Now differentiate this t function with respect to x. Okay, so now dt by dx will be differentiation of x square is 2x, and we know the derivative of 2 is constant, that is 0. Now actually, now what I am going to get is, I am going to get log of t. Okay, so you use this log of t as u. Okay, now you differentiate this u with respect to, remember, t. Okay, so this is nothing but, what is derivative of log t? So log t is, we know the derivative of log t is 1 by t, isn't it? Fine. So this is nothing but, remember, 1 divided by, replace what is t back. So that is nothing but x square plus 2, isn't it? X square plus 2. Okay, now finally I'll get back to my original function. So that is nothing but y is equal to sine of log of, what is this, t, isn't it? Sine of log of t. So this is nothing but, I have sine of, I have log t. Log t is nothing but u. Okay, so this is nothing but, I have, now I have y is equal to sine u. Differentiation, now this is y is equal to sine u. Therefore dy by dx is nothing but cos u. Okay, now remember, cos, derivative of sine is cos, but this u is actually a function of what? U is equal to log of t. So u is a function of t. So you have to get what is du by dt. Okay, but we can see here again t is a function of x. So I have to again get dt by dx. This will be my dy by dx. So this is nothing but cos u into, what is du by dt? That is nothing but 1 divided by x square plus 2 into, what is dt? This is into, what dt by dx is nothing but 2x. So this is the solution or the derivative of this function. I am sure you are confused with this procedure. I am really sure you are confused. If you are clear with this concept, I am very happy. But if you are confused, how to solve this type of questions in a very simple way, or can we use direct method of or direct formulas to find the derivative of these kind of functions? You might be wondering. So we are going to use the original formulas with the advanced level. Okay, now we are going to see how we can use that formulas which we have already learnt in an advanced way. Okay, are you ready? Friends, before I go into the formula for chain rule of differentiation, I want to clarify one thing for you. Now this question, I told you it is cos u into e power x. Remember, you cannot keep the function in terms of u or v or any substitution we have dealt with. So you should always replace back the terms. Now I had considered u as e power x, so the derivative of sine e power x is cos of e power of x into e power of x. Okay, similarly here, so this is nothing but I have cos u, so cos u is nothing but cos of what is u actually, log of t. Okay, again you cannot keep it as t, it should be replaced as x square plus 2, okay, into 1 divided by, so because it is 1 divided by, I can multiply, divide the term here, so it is x square plus 2, okay, into 2x. So this is the derivative completely in terms of x. Now we are going to see the formula way of finding the differentiation for chain rule. Let me consider the first formula. Now I have derivative of f of x power n. Now we know the formula for derivative of x power n. So the derivative of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. Now here I have derivative of f of x power n. So this can be written as, so n into x power, so in place of x I have f of x, take f of x itself. So n into f of x power n minus 1 into, actually it is f dash of x. Instead of x, if there is any other function, use the original formula, but the thing is differentiate the function back. Okay, consider an example here. I have y is equal to sine square x. Remember, this can be written as sine x whole square. Okay, now therefore dy by dx is nothing but, consider this as f of x. So this is something of the form, remember this as x square. Okay, what is derivative of x square? 2 times x. So derivative of f of x square is 2 times f of x. So f of x is this function into, differentiate this function once. So this is the procedure. So this is nothing but 2 times, sine x, okay, into, what is derivative of sine x? Derivative of sine x is cos x. Okay, now finally this can write is, we know the trigonometric formula, 2 times sine x into cos x is nothing but sine 2x. Okay, so the derivative of sine square x is sine 2x. This may not follow every time. You cannot write derivative of sine cube x is sine 3x. Okay, remember that. Consider this example. I have y is equal to tan power x power 4, that is tan cube, as we say tan cube, so tan power 4 x. So that is nothing but, actually you can write this as tan x power 4. Okay, so dy by dx is nothing but, consider this as f of x power n, that is, or consider this as just x. What is x power 4 derivative? 4x cube, isn't it? So it is 4, just consider this x cube into differentiation of the function. Okay, so here replace the function as tan x and the differentiation of tan x. So this is nothing but 4 tan cube x into derivative of tan is nothing but secant square x. So you can directly use the formula way of finding the derivative for chain rule. Otherwise, you have to use the regular method of substitution method, and that will take more time compared to the formula method. Dear friends, now we are going to discuss all the formulas now, so that you can have a brief look at the formulas and we can work out as many problems as possible on this concept in the next session. Okay, so we shall just go through all the formulas of chain rule, and we can solve the examples one by one. Okay, the next formula is derivative of 1 by f of x whole power n, that is, instead of 1 by x power n, in place of x I have a function. So the formula is same, minus n divided by, instead of x you write f of x. So minus n divided by x, f of x power n plus 1 into differentiation of f of x. So differentiation of f of x is f dash of x. Okay, now next let me take the third formula. So the third formula is derivative of 1 by f of x. So derivative of 1 by x is, remember you usually write minus 1 by x square. So it is minus 1 by f of x square into, differentiate this function once, remember you differentiate it once, so it is into f dash of x. Now the fourth one is differentiation of root x. So what is derivative of root x? It is 1 by 2 root x. So derivative of root of f of x is 1 divided by 2 root f of x. In place of x I have f of x, but don't forget to differentiate this function once and multiply it. Okay, so the derivative of root of f of x is 1 by 2 root f of x into f dash of x. The next one is, I have derivative of e power f of x. We have seen e power x. If I have e power f of x, then it is e power f of x itself, because derivative of e power x is e power x. So derivative of e power f of x is e power f of x into f dash of x. I hope you are following the concept here. Very simple. If you know the original formulas, in place of x I have another function, so you differentiate that function clearly. Okay, now let's move on to the next formula. So d by dx of a power f of x. Remember, so derivative of a power f of x is a power f of x into log a, isn't it? Only thing is, this function f should be differentiated once, so it is nothing but f dash of x, right? Now let's go to the next formula. So the seventh one is derivative of log of f of x. Remember, I have log of a function, so derivative of log is 1 by x, so it is 1 by f of x into f dash of x. Okay, remember it. So this is the procedure. Let's move on to trigonometric functions. So if I have sine of f of x, so derivative of sine of f of x is, we know it is cos of f of x, but just differentiate the function once. Okay, now next, similarly, let me take the d by dx of cos of f of x. Okay, we know the derivative of cos is, Shruti? Yes, it is minus sine. So it is minus sine of f of x into f dash of x. Okay, fine. So 10th one, the derivative of tan of f of x. So usually we have seen with just tan functions. Now inside there will be another function. So the derivative of tan is secant square f of x into the differentiation of f of x, that is f dash of x. Okay, let's move on with the cot function. So the derivative of cot of f of x is, remember, derivative of cot is minus cosecant square. So minus cosecant square of f of x into f dash of x. Don't worry about remembering these formulas. Once you start solving the problems on this, you can easily get back the formulas. Now derivative of cosecant f of x. So remember, derivative of cosecant is minus cosecant f of x into cot of f of x, isn't it? Into, don't forget, differentiate this f of x once. Okay, very simple. Only thing is, you have to be careful. Similarly, derivative of secant of f of x. Remember, derivative of secant is secant into tan. So secant of f of x derivative is secant of f of x into tan of f of x into derivative of f of x, that is f dash of x. Now let's move on to the derivative of inverse trigonometric functions for chain rule. Now derivative of sine inverse of f of x. What is derivative of sine inverse x? 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square, isn't it? So it is 1 divided by root of 1 minus, in place of x I have f of x. So f of x square into, differentiate this f, that is f dash of x. Similarly, derivative of cos inverse of f of x is, remember cos inverse x derivative is minus 1 by, so minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus f of x square into differentiate f of x. Now similarly, the derivative of tan inverse of f of x is 1 divided by 1 plus f of x square into f dash of x. Hence derivative of cot inverse f of x is minus 1 divided by 1 plus f of x square into f dash of x. Let's move on to secant inverse x. So derivative of secant inverse f of x is, remember derivative of secant is 1 by x into root of x square minus 1. So 1 divided by f of x into root of f of x square minus 1 into f dash of x. So differentiation of cosecant inverse f of x is minus 1 divided by f of x into f of x square minus 1 into f dash of x. Remember students, these formulas, they follow directly from the original formulas which we have discussed in the beginning of the concept itself. So we are going to stop this session now, so that I would give you time for you to memorize all these formulas, or just remember this. Think about these formulas and remember it. It's very easy to remember if you can remember the original formulas. Only thing is, in place of x, you will be having f of x, means another function. So what you do it is, treat that function as x itself, keep the procedure as it is, and only thing is differentiate that function once. Okay, now we are going to solve these problems in detail in the next session. Hope you have understood this, and keep watching the classes and the channel. Subscribe it, like and share it. We're going to meet in the next session. Until then, take care everybody. Bye.